was asking a couple of the other guys, last year, I mean, it was a real tough loss to Virginia Tech, and then you came back and rebounded against Louisville. Is that kind of a mindset, or is that something you can draw on for this week?
Yeah, I would think anytime you take a loss, you know, you go back to the film, you see where things went wrong and see the opportunities that we could have made, and, you know, we get back to practice and practice harder than we ever have, and I think that, you know, sometimes it's a good lesson to be learned, and I think we're going to attack this week.
How much was, when you were younger, I read that you were kind of a little bit smaller for your age group at times, how much did that kind of force you to, like, really lock down the technique and, like, all the skills and stuff to make up for that?
Right, so, I mean, I think that's definitely an interesting part. I think it just gives you some sort of edge. I think everybody needs an edge. I know I'm not the fastest guy out there, so I think that me honing in on my technique and trying to get my technique down, I think that's the most important part to me. So, you know, being with Coach Campanelli, he's been able to help me do that and perfect my craft, and I'm not there yet, but I will be one day.
Going back a little bit, how much did Dibbs help in that process too?
Yeah, I think just the way he approached me as a player, you know, he took me under his wing as a young guy, and he really just helped me develop throughout the time. And even his son was our quarterback, and every day we'd go out there and throw routes, and I think that whole process just helped me develop.
Definitely. Were you shocked or surprised when you saw that he was going to see him?
I know, we spoke about it. I kind of understood what was happening, and you know, it's a good thing to change up every once in a while.
Yeah, for sure. What have you felt with this group of defensive backs? It seems like there's good camaraderie amongst the group. I mean, what have you seen both on the field and just kind of in here?
Yeah, we're definitely a very tight group. That's one thing I noticed right off the bat. We hang out just about all the time off the field, and on the field, you know, we're always right by each other's side. We always have each other's back. And we just look to you know, stay on top of receivers and playing better than we did this past week. You know, that we can't you know, allow that to happen. It's just unacceptable.
Yeah. Manny Esprilla, did he help you come here too? I mean, Everett has a history of defensive backs at this school. You know?
Right. No, right after I saw Manny Esprilla was here, and he left here and he wore 21. I kind of spoke to him a little bit after I got the offer, and he explained the whole process to me. I came up here on a couple of visits. And I didn't know I was going to be wearing 21 when I got here. So when I got here and was wearing 21, that was one of the greatest things I've saw. I was really happy and fortunate to be in that position.
And you're going to hand it down to?
I hope to hand it down to Jason if he wants to wear it.
Interesting. Okay, just back to Temple. Coach Adazio told me they show a lot of different fronts, even some Wildcat. Is this kind of more of a game where it's more up here or just as much up here as physical?
I think every game's a lot more mental than people think. I think anytime you get an offense that's pretty dynamic and, you know, runs a couple different looks, I think it's, you know, important that you stay sharp and stay true to your keys and let your eyes guide you.
What's the week of practice like following a week like last week where you had kind of a bit of a sloppy loss? Is it like a little bit more of an edge this week? I mean, I know you guys always go hard at practice, but is there anything a little bit different about this week coming up?
Well, we're extremely locked in, and we look forward to this week.